Our people do the doing, but we have to do a great job of aligning all of these things for our people.
With mission and vision and core values being the bumper lanes, any new tools for alignment that you can think of, or new examples of alignment that you can think of from the show?
Well, so I think it comes back to articulating them. So typically, entrepreneurs, CEOs, they're usually the visionaries, and they have a really clear picture of what they want to see happen, and yet they're bad at articulating. Here's the clear picture of what it looks like. And so if you haven't articulated exactly what you need, then it's hard to hold people accountable, right? So without clarity, there cannot be accountability. And so making sure that we're communicating, especially, across the number of organizations that I work with, they're expanding dramatically. Talk about, Nathan Adams, who was one of the early guests on the show. I mean, they went from about 18 employees to they're at 45. And so as you look at that, the mechanisms that you use to communicate, they change over time. And so you have to continue to reinforce the communication of what the expectations are, or you'll miss because I wasn't there that day. I didn't get the memo. So be ready to repeat yourself, send it out in an email, and that gets tiresome to leaders. Like, why won't people just listen? Well, that's the reality of the job that we're in, because we don't do the doing, right? Our people do the doing, but we have to do a great job of aligning all of these things for our people.
It also makes me think of a guest that you and I both had on our respective shows, which is Megan Bowen, and the way that
She was
Refine
awesome.
Labs. Yeah, you want to kind of tell me, we both have a major man crush on Refine Labs. Anything that you learned from Refine Labs and Megan and stuff like that you want to take away?
Yeah, absolutely. So for me, Megan is incredibly impressive, and they are on a rocket ship. 3 years ago, they didn't exist, and now they have 120 employees, right? So imagine controlling that growth. She talked about a topic of psychological safety and explicitly making sure that people feel safe to show up who they are, how they see the world. And I had never explicitly articulated that way, right? It's respect for ideas, appreciation, kindness. But to me, psychological safety is the next step of that. You can show up transparently, authentically, to be yourself.